Welcome to FireStar Tarot. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Insight, intuition, wisdom, and inner knowledge. Looking at life from a higher perspective. Mind-blowing creativity. The path to self. The universe is your playground. The power of self-sacrifice. Remember, this is a healing channel. All the information you need is in the description box down below. Let's begin. Well, hello, Capricorn, and welcome to FireStar Tarot. I am Empress Egypt, and as you can tell from the title, this is going to be that kind of reading. Okay, so in this reading, we're going to be focused on you. All right, Capricorn. Yes, we will tap into your person a little bit. We will tap more into your person into the extended. So there will be an extended to this video, you guys. If you are interested in purchasing the extended is if you know this reading's for you, it resonates and it helps you in some way, shape, or form, and you want to dive deeper into this energy, then definitely that's what the extended's for. Okay, you can purchase the extended individually. Just send me an email. My email's in the description box, and just be like, hey, Empress Egypt, I would like the extended to Capricorn, and I will send you over the information on how to purchase it. Also to you guys, if you are going to be purchasing more than one extended for the month, you guys, I do have my Patreon link also in the description box. You guys, Patreon is a monthly subscription. There's no ads over there. And you will get the extendeds within 24 hours of me uploading the video, sometime sooner. If you guys are purchasing it, individually for the $5 via the email, then make sure you guys understand that it is up to 48 to 72 hours to receive the link. Okay, so just understand that sometime sooner. It just depends on my personal life, but max is 72 hours. Okay. Also, to you guys, if you want to book a personal reading with me, definitely send me an email and I'll send you over a price list. Okay. I think I've pretty much gone over everything. I'm offering that intro so you guys, I can kind of cut down on my intro. Just remember, here on my channel, it's all about the path to healing, so no negativity, okay? YouTube's pretty good about blocking negative comments. They work really well with me when it comes to negative comments, so they don't even come through. But every now and then a negative comment or a perverted comment comes through, and again, I'll delete it and block it, okay? It's not what this channel's for. It's about healing on the path to self. Yes, I tap into current energy. Yes, I will focus on other perspectives so that you can get the full perspective and not just a one-sided perspective. But again, just keep in mind and remember, here on my channel, it's all about you, okay? So yes, I will focus on your person just so that you have a better understanding, but I'm more focused on you as a person, okay? So with that being said, Capricorn, we're going to go ahead and get into this this reading. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. Get the video into the algorithm so that it does find who it's intended for, okay? Let's see. Remember, you guys, I'm a messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. It is what it is. If this message isn't for you, definitely check back next week, Capricorn, or if not, check out all of my other zodiac readings. Remember, you guys, we possess all 12 zodiac signs within us. So you can find messages within all the readings. It's really important for you to check your full birth chart. I have provided a link in the description box, you guys. Any information you need is in the description box, but the link for your birth chart is really important. Most people only know their sun, moon, or rising. It's important for you to know all of your placements, all of the houses, everything, because it gives you a better understanding of each one of these placements and, of course, your zodiac sign and how these zodiac signs apply to these places, okay? So with that being said, definitely check it out. It's a long read, but it's definitely worth it. I mean, put it this way, Capricorn, it described me down to my blanket. I love like the comfort of a blanket. I'll be in the house, and if it's because I like my house really cold, I'll always be wrapped in a blanket. Matter of fact, I have one on me right now across my lap. Like, we go to the movies, I have a blanket in my bag. Like, I love blankets, right? Especially in the wintertime and especially when it's cold. My point is that it described me to a T down to that, okay? So it's a really interesting read. Definitely check it out. So obviously, when I am off camera, you guys, I set intentions, I pray. and I shuffle the cards, okay? Obviously, I'm always thinking of the best interest for you, not your person, okay? But at the same time, if your person is a cross watcher, they're going to get it too, right? Or if they're checking in on their zodiac sign, of course, I'm focused on them. But in this reading, Capricorn, this is all about you. We will tap into your person a little bit, but even more in the extended, okay? So with that being said, let's get into this reading. As I was shuffling off of camera, obviously 3 cards did come out, okay? I am pulling 1 card for the overall energy of all of the zodiac readings, so you did get the comic, all right? So let me focus on the comic first, and then I'll step into the cards that came out when I was shuffling off of camera. So the comic obviously is exactly what you're thinking, right? It has a lot to do with being humorous and being funny, right? The person that's just always the laugh, right? The class clown, definitely a fun energy. Okay, so either you possess this energy, Capricorn, maybe you're wanting to possess this energy more, or maybe you're dealing with someone who is in this energy, okay? So let me go ahead and read out of the book exactly what this card represents. And then we'll step into the next part of this. Okay, so the comic is obviously the Joker, the class clown, right? The fool. In the light, it's about being funny, hilarious, easygoing, spirited, light, laughter type of energy, right? Just very fun, very, very positive energy, okay? On the negative, however, obviously you can be very sarcastic, kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like piercing with your words, right? A little harsh maybe, and also to being drunk, okay? Having a codependency on alcohol, being drunk, all right? So that's the negative end. So let me go ahead and read out the book for you guys. The comic carries a remedy for all that ails this world. Amid the deepest pain and suffering, there is always the potential to lift up and out of the darkness through laughter. Though dismissed by some as a low blow or unsophisticated, this archetype actually has a highly advanced mind. Some may use the word genius, as humor requires one to see the situation from afar rather than to be swept away by the drama. The comic sees and accepts the messiness of life, using it as a material to be mixed and shaped into a potion to soothe the stressed and serious mind. They literally lighten us up. Thus, within the comic is usually the sage or the magician working healing magic upon any audience who will lend an ear. The comic may be the archetype that heals the deep division in our world, one pun at a time, right? So it's really about just kind of being lighthearted on situations, but maybe even sometimes being sarcastic or again, harsh. So just depending on where you're at, put yourself where you need to, but obviously it's going to be this battling energy throughout this reading. Okay. So maybe, you're trying to be serious with someone and they're just taking things too lightly. And so it's an energy of just, again, maybe even possibly needing it in your life, needing fun, needing positive, kind of lighten type energy. So obviously it is what it is. We'll dive deeper into that. Now, when I was, again, shuffling, anytime cards come out of the deck when I'm shuffling, I will leave them on the table and I'll obviously bring them up in the reading because they're coming out for a reason, right? Spirit speaking right off the bat. So clearly this is about defeat. Okay. Someone you've been defeated by here. And I do feel like obviously Capricorn, there's a sense of being stuck in this defeat and not seeing opportunities because you're stuck in the battle of shit. Maybe this is because you don't really know what you're fighting for. Maybe you don't know if somebody's fighting for you. It's an energy of either way, just being really conflicted to the point where it creates you feeling totally defeated and not seeing anything around you, not seeing any opportunities around you. Now, remember, this is a healing channel, trigger warning. I say it like it is, and we're going to focus on working as individuals, right, on the path to self. So if this energy has you where you're missing opportunities, this might not be all the damn time, Capricorn. Okay, so don't think that you're in this energy 24/7. But when you are in this energy, this is what this reading is for, okay? Obviously, we have the 6 of Cups in reverse. So this is telling me, Capricorn, that it is over love. It is over a partner. It is over someone that you care deeply about, you feel defeated by, okay? And you feel like you don't have another option. You feel like you're never going to have a chance, right? You feel like you'll always be defeated by this person. Clearly, we have the 8 of Wands in reverse. No communication, okay? Very clear coming out the get-go. Most of these self-readings, this has been something we figured out by the end or in the extended. Spirit's coming out before we even get into the reading to say, hey, look, this reading's going to be about that. It's going to be about that separation, no communication. Separation, no communication, all right? Feeling defeated with no opportunities, okay? But yet, there's still laughter. Or if not, maybe on the negative and being sarcastic, being harsh, or maybe even drinking too much because of this person. All right. So remember, again, healing channel 18 and up on my channel. All right. And not even 18 and up, even, you can be a little bit younger here and still be going through the same thing. So this is why I didn't make my channel 18 and up and I made it 15 and up, because I know, even though I am speaking on harsh topics, let's all be honest here. I think I started drinking when I was 13 years old. I started smoking and doing drugs by the age of like 15, 16. So, let's be honest, we all really start growing up about that teenage, right? Those adolescence years. So this is why I didn't really fully make my channel 18 and up, but I do recommend that if you are under the age of 18, that you are asking for your adult permission here on my channel, because I do use cuss words and I do talk about serious things. Okay. So with that being said, just understand that from the get-go, Capricorn, this is what we're getting into. Okay. And I'm sorry that I had to even bring that up, you guys, but in my analytics, I do see that I do have younger people watching my channel. It's not a whole lot, but I do want you guys that are watching this channel that are younger to understand that I am probably the age of your mother. Okay. So just understand that this is an adult conversation. This isn't a childish conversation. So if you are here, please understand to be here for the path to self and to be a better person for you. Okay. Sorry, Capricorn. Let's get into your reading, all right? So clearly we know where the energy's at, right? Separation, no communication, feeling defeated, feeling destroyed, and obviously maybe even possibly drinking, right? Or maybe seeking some happiness and laughter within your life, or maybe even making light of the situation. Or maybe you're dealing with someone who has treated you like shit, has ghosted you, doesn't communicate with you, and then also is very sarcastic and funny and acts like it just didn't even bother them. Okay, so different strokes for different folks, but let's see what's going on first. Okay, so first we're going to tap into your energy. All right, within your energy, Capricorn, we're going to focus on 3 questions. Starting this off, we're going to be looking at, obviously, what is it that you need to know? What is it that you need to grow? And of course, what is it you need to know? What is it you need to let go of? Okay, bear with me with this deck, you guys. It's a new deck, and because it is a new deck, it's obviously slippery and still stiff. Okay. I'm also using the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot when we step into the love side of things. I will be clarifying all of these cards with the Island Time Wellness. All right. When we get into the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot, it's a stiff deck as well. All right. So just remember, I haven't used it in a while. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start splitting the deck. For the first time, we have the Ace of Gems in reverse. Again, you're missing opportunities. I already told you this. And we have the 3 of Clouds, right? Heartbreak. Again, being trapped by this love, and it's the way you're thinking about it here. Okay. Yes, it is your emotions, but it's the way you're thinking about your emotions when it comes to no opportunities. So again, I feel like what's happening here, Capricorn, you're focused on this person and the separation from this person and feeling like this person just doesn't really care. And so it's creating this energy of you focusing on them not caring about you, really being stuck in your head about how this person has hurt you and created all this grief and this pain, and you're missing opportunities. Okay. Every time you think about this person and the ending that has been caused by this person, every time you miss this person and you start thinking about all the shit that didn't happen right, you're missing opportunities. Every time you're trapped in your head over this person, you are missing opportunities, Capricorn. Let that sink in. Okay. All right. Splitting the deck for the second time, we do have, Ambition, Apprentice of Clouds. And we also have the 3 of Clouds still on the bottom of the deck. So obviously lots of thoughts here. Okay. Lots of thoughts, the way you're thinking about things. But interesting. So you're really heartbroken over this person and you're missing opportunities, but yet you have so much ambition in you. So much ambition, so much power to actually create. And it's a new energy, right? So it's a new energy of just wanting to be ambitious towards something new because of being trapped in this heartache. Okay. And if you're not there yet, understand here, my channel energy is very fluid, so it can be past, present, or future. I don't predict the future here on my channel, but it still can be future energy, just depending on where you're at in this cycle. Okay, so for each of you guys, it's going to be different. Different times within your cycles. Okay, all right. I apologize, Capricorn. So let's go ahead and split the deck for the final time here. We do have sensitivity in the reverse, right? The Oracle of Cups, the Oracle of Raindrops. So clearly someone's not being very sensitive, right? Someone is being sarcastic probably and being foul with their words with this. Okay. So I'm picking up now on this energy of this being in the negative. So somebody possibly being drunk with their demeanor, someone who is just kind of very insensitive, someone who speaks very harshly. Okay. It's coming through. And we also obviously have this person make you stuck in your head. Okay. All right, Capricorn. So overall, we do know that there's a separation involved. There's no communication. Okay, we know this person's very harsh with you. Possibly they go out drinking a lot, and maybe they're very, very fun and someone who attracts a lot of people because of this energy. But on the negative end, they're very harsh and very, again, just sarcastic and rude. Okay. Or maybe they've been this way with your emotions. So it stops you and it makes you feel really defeated. But again, Spirit's trying to say, look, you're missing opportunities because of this. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. Let's see what it is that you need to know, what Spirit needs to tell you. Okay. Spirit, what do you have for my Capricorns? What do they need to know? Let's get 3 cards. Conflicting energy, again, feeling defeated. There it is. It just came out again. Okay. So the conflictions of being defeated actually stop you from having opportunities. All right. Let's get 2 more cards. Spirit, please. 2 more cards for what it is that my Capricorns need to know. There we go. 2 more conflicting energies. We have the Empress. Wow. So your counterpart. And we have, yep, the Master of Raindrops, the King of Cups, right? The emotional maturity, straight up. So I really feel like, obviously, all right, there's a way that you're thinking emotionally about things that has created some immaturity to your emotions. Okay. Now remember, trigger warning, emotionally. When I say immature, that doesn't mean that you're young and you're a fool with it. It means that, and possibly with this energy, because the comic also too in the negative end, I mean, on the positive end can be somebody that's a fool, right? So maybe you can be kind of like the fool with it, thinking that this person, you know, again, I feel like there's just this energy of needing to grow a little bit more emotionally. Okay. Maybe having to go through these things so that you can grow emotionally here. Obviously, Spirit has something to speak on when it comes to why you're conflicted on how to maturely grow here emotionally. Obviously, why you're conflicted with this counterpart, or maybe this is you. Okay. You know, depending on where you're at, obviously this is feminine energy. So remember, you guys, we all possess masculine and feminine energy within us. Okay. The masculine energy within us is logical on the negative end, egotistical. The feminine energy within us is very emotional, right? Unconditionally loving on the positive end. On the negative end, this can be very vicious and very cruel, right? Very cold. Obviously, conflicting energy with the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Clouds, clearly feeling defeated and being conflicted by this defeat. So let's start clarifying. Bottom of the deck, there it is, the Ace of Lightning, inspiration. So it's blocking you, or at least not having this power of an intimate connection is blocking you. So what this is telling me, Capricorn, is some form of a lack of intimacy is really creating some blockages. And I feel like whatever you're not getting here intimately is creating all of this conflict when it comes to the way you're thinking and the way you're feeling when it comes to self and the things around you. Okay. Remember, the King of Cups, emotional maturity has a lot to do not only with your emotions, but actually the earth as well, manifesting it, bringing it into existence, and creating the stable foundation to emotionally be able to succeed with anything, right? Self or with others. But again, we're all conflicted here. So let's see what's going on. I'm sorry for that long ass intro, Capricorn. These videos have been lasting about an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on obviously what Spirit has to say and how much conflictions you have. And right off the bat, there's lots of conflictions. So let's see what's going on here, Spirit. Let's tap into this deck first, Capricorn, and see the energy within the clarifying deck. I will be reading reversals, okay? So I read reversals, and I also read conflictions, okay, halfways. Let's go ahead and tap into this energy, all right, and see what's going on. Spirit, let's see what's going on. Let's clarify. All right. So splitting the deck for the first time, we do have wedding rings and we have seduction. Interesting. I do feel like there's an energy of someone pulling away from outer influence, lusty situations here, and wanting union. Okay. Wanting something that is eternal. Okay. Not something just 3D. This could be you. This could be your person. Okay. Splitting the deck. Or this could be the way you're thinking that you want your person to think. Makes sense? For the second time, we have healing heart and seduction again. Yeah, I feel like, and maybe this is what this is. Maybe this person was, you know, tempted by interference. And I feel like your person, or maybe you were, so take it how it resonates. Okay, don't make things fit. But whoever walked away from who here, whoever was tempted by somebody is no longer, it's like whatever they went into was karmic and they've learned here and they're freeing themselves from this, okay? So if you're in a karmic relationship or if you cheated on this person that you're thinking about, Capricorn, it's an energy of really no longer wanting to cheat because it didn't work out for you, or no longer wanting to be in that situation because it didn't work out for you. or the person that you're dealing with is doing this. Okay, does that make sense? And so they're really freeing themselves from toxicity, whoever this is, whether this is you, Capricorn, or the person you're dealing with. All right. We also have addiction in reverse and seduction. Yeah, I feel like whoever this is has really released themselves from lusty choices and addiction. Maybe they were drunk before. Maybe this is your person's energy. Maybe this is you, Capricorn. It's hard to say at this point. You know, we're just tuning into the energy, but let's see what's going on. All right, Spirit, show me what's going on with this defeat first. Why is this defeat? The Five of Clouds here in conflicting energy. Wow, that was a lot. Conflicting. Sorry, my mother keeps calling it. Yeah, two conflicting energies here. Stabbed in the back, the Sword and Rose, and then we have in the upright karmic relationship. There it is. Confirmation right off the get-go. Yeah, addiction still at the bottom of the deck too. So I do feel like, honestly, this person who left you, Capricorn, it's like you're conflicted by them because it's like you see them in a relationship here. Clearly they're in a karmic relationship, or you, I mean, shit, you know, Capricorn, you can be in a karmic relationship here too. Regardless, there's a lot of turmoil. There's a lot of negativity. Okay. Whether this is you in a karmic relationship or you focusing on someone in a karmic relationship. Point is, Capricorn, it's toxic. It's negative. It's drama. Okay. This goes to this comic energy too, right? A lot of this energy is trying to make light in drama. Okay. So again, maybe you're seeing all this drama and you're trying to make light of it, but it still conflicts you. Regardless, like I said, whoever's in this karmic relationship, it's like you're feeling defeated by this. Okay. So if you're in the karmic relationship, you're feeling defeated. If your person's in a karmic relationship, you're feeling defeated, period, point blank. It conflicts you. Okay. You're conflicted on whether this heartbreak, you're conflicted by this heartbreak, period. You're conflicted by this pain, period. You're conflicted by the separation, period. You don't understand it. You don't get it. What's going on? What the fuck, right? Obviously, you're conflicted when it comes to how you're thinking about your emotions. So right off the bat, Spirit saying you're missing opportunities, and you're even conflicted, and acknowledging the fact that you're conflicted is because you're uncertain. You don't know, which is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, Capricorn. That's that grounded energy in you, okay? So there's a sense of power and honor and force here, even though you're conflicted, period. All right. I do feel like, though, obviously this focus is on this karmic relationship. Again, whether this is the relationship you're in that's karmic or whether you're dealing with someone in a karmic relationship. Okay. So again, this goes back to this just totally conflicting you. All right. So you're actually in a learning lesson because you are surrounded by toxicity. Does that make sense? So Spirit wants you to know this. Spirit wants you to know that you're conflicted because you're learning. You're conflicted because there's turmoil so that you can actually learn something, let go, and start to love yourself. That's the most important thing here to know. Okay. Remember, this is the path to self. So clearly your conflictions are learning lessons. Your conflictions, right? Being conflicted on why you're having this separation, why this person left you. You being conflicted when it comes to how this person feels about you and if they're going to take action towards you, if they're going to communicate with you, right? Being conflicted, not having it, again, is your learning lesson. Spirit wants you to know. All right. Why is the Empress here in conflicting energy? Let's get a few more. One more. That's it. So we have heartbreak in the reverse, and we also have camera in the upright. Very interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have hammer in reverse, not working on it, sabotaging, not sabotaging. I feel like what's really happening here is you're not really, I feel like you've gotten out of the grieving stage, okay? This is why you're conflicted by the pain and the separation. This makes sense, right? I feel like you've really pulled yourself out of the sadness, out of the grieving part. Okay. So I don't feel like you're sitting on your couch crying, eating fucking ho-hos, but I do feel like you're still focused on the past. Okay. You're still focused on the defeat, and it still confuses you on as far as having clarity, right? You don't have clarity. You don't have closure possibly. So I do feel this energy, again, this was for a reason. You were supposed to learn. Spirit wants you to learn. Well, yeah, it's conflicting you. It's conflicting who you are as a counterpart emotionally. Okay. So in other words, this is speaking to your feminine side. Okay. Whether you're male or female, transgender, whatever, doesn't matter, right? It's the point that this energy, it's like you pulled away from your emotions. Does that make sense? It's like You're no longer in your heart space. You just think about the emotions. There you go. I was trying to figure out how to say it. But Spirit wants you to know that this happens so that you can actually focus on the past, so that you can learn the lessons and make a new memory, a new future for yourself, right? Using the experiences of your lessons, the experiences of your cycles, the failures, maybe even possibly the positive, depending on how you're looking at it and what you're evaluating, right? It's learning through these things, and it's using those things to create a better future for yourself. And so that's what this is. This is exactly you being conflicted. But again, I feel like you've pulled away from the emotions here. So you're not emotionally like still crying. Maybe every now and then, once in a while, maybe, you can flip and be off balance and be emotional, right? But for the most part, yes, this is emotionally a little bit. It's about the stability within emotions, but this is mainly about the way you're thinking about it, right? We have another swords, right? The Empress is emotions conflicted, which actually conflicts you when it comes to the emotions of things, right? It's because, again, you're in your head here. All right, Capricorn. So Spirit is saying that obviously your conflictions have made you to where you've pulled back emotionally from yourself. Okay. And now what you're doing is you're really thinking about the emotions. Again, I feel like maybe before this person did what they did, you were really emotional. And I feel like when this person did what they did, it kind of brought your ego up, not ego, but your logical side of you. Okay. Your masculine side of you up. So you're like this, feminine's down here and masculine's like this now. So now it's about like you've learned the emotions. Now you're learning masculine energy, right? You've learned feminine energy with your emotions, right? So now you're conflicted. Now you're thinking about the feminine energy. Now you're thinking about those emotions. So you're still off kiltered here. You're still off balance, right? This is why you're conflicted. But again, it's just that now you got to learn how to bring it to a balance, right? Think about those emotions, but also still fill in your heart space here. Again, make new memories, learning from these things, learning from this situation, learning from the defeat of this separation, learning from the way you're thinking about the learning lessons, the karmic and all this stuff. Okay. The karma, that's what this is. Karma. Yes. I know you're probably saying, but wait, Empress Egypt, I didn't do shit wrong. Why do I have bad karma? Well, because it's not that simple. Like, it's not that you did something bad and that's why you're serving karma. Karma is about learning, okay? Yes, you can look at it on the negative end and associate bad with negative, but I don't associate bad with negative. So it just really depends on your perspective and what you call what and how you see things, right? We all see differently. So I hope that makes sense. Spirit, why is the Master of Raindrops here? The Chaser, Ascending, Girl Talk, bam, okay? So I feel like you are, again, getting over this connection to the point where you're able to really focus on the fact that I feel like if you don't know this, I'm confirming it for you. It's like you've never really, told yourself this, but I feel like what this is, Capricorn, is that you've been codependent on people. And it's like, this. Like, I feel like this. I feel like I'm talking to someone who understands this. Does that make sense? I don't feel like, again, you're real emotional over it. I just feel like you're thinking about it and you're like, damn, why am I afraid to have people walk away? Damn, why am I codependent on these things? Why, whether this is alcohol, a person, shopping, whatever it is, this person, right? The separation of this person, the karmic, right? Whatever it is, it's again, focusing and it's like, you're starting to kind of be conflicted because you're actually creating stability emotionally, right? And logically, right? Because anytime you question things, you're trying to find an answer, right? You're conflicted, you're in the battle because you're learning something and you're growing. So I actually love to see cards in confliction because that tells me that you're questioning things, you're asking yourself, you're trying to figure things out. Okay, that's a beautiful energy that's growing. So again, you're ascending, okay? You're ascending, you're actually transcending through these obstacles, through these learning lessons, you're expanding for a new phase of life. But more importantly, what this is saying, Capricorn, is you're preparing for union, right? You're preparing for the union within masculine and feminine energy within yourself, as well as the union of masculine and feminine energy on the outside, right? Because as within, so without, as above, so below, right? This is why it's important for you to balance your higher self and your lower self. This is why it's important for you to balance out your inner masculine and feminine, so that you, again, have that masculine, feminine balance on the outside, okay? Birds of a feather flock together, right? So who you are is what you attract. Yes, opposites attract, right? Because there still has to be duality and balance and things. So you guys, there's so much things to go over, but again, it is what it is, right? I feel like the fact that you were codependent on this person, the fact that you have to even go out and try to get over this person and have a good time and go out and drink, right? And live in the moment and just have fun is so that you can ascend, right? And in order to really do this moving on and ascension, you have to go through a rocky foundation emotionally. You have to question things. You have to question yourself, right? The feminine within you. So it's an energy of understanding too. This can apply to people you deal with on the same aspect. Okay. So it's important. Spirit wants you to know that yes, these conflictions lead to ascension. Yes, these conflictions, the things you question, the things you don't know, the voids that you need to fill will teach you how to ascend and fill these voids alone, right? So that you won't need to seek the answers in the outside world. You'll be able to know and seek those answers within. All right. So let's move on to the next question. Clearly, we're going to be looking at what is it you need to water, right? What is it that you actually need to grow? So we know that, Spirit saying, hey, look, it's good to be conflicted. Okay. Don't ever think that being conflicted is bad or that you're wrong or that you don't, that you're not on the right path. No, you're exactly where you need to be. Okay. So again, let's go ahead and focus on the next question. The next question we're looking at is what is it that you need to grow? Okay. We're just going to give it a shuffle a few times and then we'll get into it. Let's give one more final shuffle. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Spirit, what is it that my Capricorns need to grow? Let's get 3 cards. What do they need to water here? Okay, we have conflicting energy, the Ace of Raindrops. Again, a rebirth when it comes to your emotions. Okay, so this is just confirming what we were talking about, Capricorn. Let's get 2 more cards for Capricorn, please. 2 more cards for Capricorn. Thank you. Conflicting energy, the Master of Coins, and we have the 10 of Gems in reverse. Okay. So clearly we have some more conflictions, right? More questioning, more uncertainty, more things that are making you feel unbalanced and uneasy. Excuse me, I'm stuttering a lot. Bottom of the deck, we do have the 8 of Cups in reverse, walking away to something that no longer serves you or something that wasn't good. So again, this goes back to that kind of karmic situation, grounding this energy. Okay, whether you're in a karmic relationship or dealing with someone in a karmic relationship, remember, you guys, there's a lot of you, different strokes for different folks, right? It's an energy of whoever walked away did not walk away to something good. Spirit saying it was bad, right? Or it was negative, or there was something to learn, right? It was a poor choice or a bad choice or a choice that wasn't evaluated properly, okay? And again, it's just an energy of it wasn't good, right? It didn't work out right, okay? Or at least what was expected. Again, back to because it wasn't evaluated properly, okay? So just understand that. Put yourself where you need to. Put what you need to where you need to. You get what I'm saying, right? Whoever walked away, it was a learning lesson. It was karma, okay? So whether this is you, Capricorn, or your person, the point is that was something that needs to be learned, okay? So we have the Ace of Raindrops clearly, right? Conflicting you. Again, this is that rebirth when it comes to your emotions, Capricorn, okay? So the way you're feeling emotionally. And again, this has to do with self and outside people, outside sources, right? Master of Clouds and conflicting energy. Another sword energy, another air energy, right? Really thinking about things, being strategic, being logical. But I feel like you're conflicted on if you're doing it right or how you're doing it right, or you're conflicted in some way, shape, or form when it comes to your mindset. But this is the Master of Clouds, so it's important to understand with this energy, you have been thinking so much that you have actually progressed when it comes to your intellect, when it comes to your logic, okay? So even though you're conflicted with being the master of your mind. The master, not like an apprentice, not like a beginner, but literally a legit advanced intellectual master, right? So very, very powerful energy. And it's also important to understand here. This Ace of Raindrops is the power of emotions itself, right? Not numbers, but the actual raw source of emotion, right? So this is important to really tap into because you need to understand this isn't about your person, okay? This is about you and your connection to your higher self. Okay, this is about the higher source. This is about God giving you the power of emotions, the power of unconditional love, right? And you being conflicted by it. So obviously, there's something going on here that has to do with your beliefs, right? Maybe trusting universe, emotionally conflicting you, right? Because maybe you've allowed the 3D world to affect you or influence you, right? Or the people or things in it. So again, there's some conflictions, but it's still good energy, okay, Capricorn? But look, your conflictions are leading, okay? Leading to you not having abundance in the manifestation of the world, okay? This is your energy, Capricorn, all right? Basically, I feel like you're working really hard in the world, right? Because you're a hard worker, Capricorn. That's what you do, right? You're persistent, you're stable, you're grounded, you're hardworking. The problem with this is that because you're conflicted within the way you're feeling emotionally, the way you're conflicted even when you're thinking, doesn't matter how advanced or how beginning stages it is. The point is that because you're conflicted, of course, things aren't going to work out in the 3D world. Doesn't matter how hard you work on it, right? Because you're conflicted within your emotions, how you feel for yourself and the way you're thinking. Things aren't going to come out right. Doesn't matter how hard you work on them. So maybe you're working really hard and things are falling apart and you're asking yourself why. Well, it's because you're conflicted within your emotions and your thought process, okay? So let's give this deck a few shuffles and then clearly clarify, and then we will get into the next question, okay? So again, Spirit's saying you need to water these things, okay? And again, you're conflicted, so we're gonna, that again, that's you growing. So understand that no matter what. So we need to water them a little bit more here, okay? All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, Spirit, what do we have? What's going on here with this emotion, the way my Capricorn's thinking, and of course, how they're manifesting. Spirit, what's going on with this Ace of Raindrops? In reverse, we have the narcissist, right? The golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing in reverse. All right, so I do feel like, I feel like honestly you're conflicted because this energy has been pulled away from you. I feel like you were dealing with someone who only cared kind of about their self here. Again, the roles can be switched, so this can definitely be you. If you're at that point in your life where you can really acknowledge your wrongdoing and this is you, then this is you. If not, it's not, right? Regardless, there's an energy of pulling yourself back from negativity, from narcissism, right? From one-sided things, people who don't share a conversation and actually communicate, or even thinking, right? Or emotionally, right? It's kind of like that 50-50 energy. You feel like if anybody's not going to match you, then why even, right? It's pulling away from things like that. But I still feel like these things conflict you, the things you pulled back from, like the things emotionally you pulled back from that are not equal, okay? Same thing when it comes to unconditional loving, and this explains why you're actually really conflicted. I feel like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna call it like it is, Capricorn. I feel like you don't love yourself. I feel like you don't really fully give and receive with yourself, right? Again, this goes to being off balanced emotionally between masculine and feminine. So don't blame yourself, okay? It's the fact that you're more in your logic over your emotions. It's creating that unbalance. And so because you're unbalanced, you're not loving yourself right, okay? So when I say, that you have to unconditionally love yourself, I think the hardest part with that thing is that most people don't know how to unconditionally love themselves. They don't understand it. It's like, well, yeah, I love myself. Of course I do. I wouldn't let nothing happen to myself. Like, I don't want to die. Well, no, that's not what unconditional love is. Unconditional love is about you taking the time to perfect things for yourself, the way you think and the way you feel and the way you create in this world, right? Because again, remember, what you think becomes your words, becomes your actions. This is why manifestation exists, right? That is what manifestation is. How you think, putting it down on paper, planning it out, and actually creating it. That's what it is, all right? So again, you're conflicted, and Spirit saying, look, you need to work on loving yourself and balancing yourself out so that shows how much you love yourself, right? I also feel like you do. If you are still involved with toxicity, Spirit saying you need to stop allowing this toxic narcissist or this separation from this person who was one-sided, right? That didn't give to you the way you gave to them. But remember, it's also important that you give to yourself as much as you give to others. Okay, so that's exactly what this is, and this is why you're a little rocky emotionally. So Spirit saying again, you need to learn how to be giving with yourself, receiving with yourself. You need to balance your emotions and your logic. And at the same time, you need to also understand that you need to love yourself as much as you love others, okay? Spirit, what is the Master of Clouds here for? Thank you. Conflicting energy, girl talk, and boat. So I do feel like, yeah, there is a little bit of outer influence. I feel like you're going out and having a good time. And I do feel like whoever you're going out and having a good time with, remember, you have to understand, if you're unbalanced between the way you're thinking and you feel emotionally, and so there's a lack of unconditional love, naturally you're going to pull in people that are the same, right? Birds of a feather flock together. So you may be going and hanging out with friends to go have a good time, but what's going to end up happening is when you get home, you're still going to feel the same way. They're not going to actually do anything good for you because you're attracting people who are like you, whether they show this or not. So even if you're attracting this person, right, this person who is separated from you, I'm just using this as an example, right? And they're seeing like they're having a great time. When it comes down to it, they have their own, their own issues too. So this is why birds of a feather flock together, right? So it's important to understand that when you're unbalanced, you're attracting unbalanced people. You're hanging out with unbalanced people. And if someone is balanced and you're unbalanced, there's not going to be a great conversation because it's not going to be understood because the energy is not understood. Okay, I hope that helps you out a little bit. But I do feel like there's also an energy of you being conflicted because you do want to move away from this energy and have a new cycle and have a new way, right? You're tired of not having things in the in the material world. You're tired of being conflicted. So there's definitely an energy of understanding that, yes, you are being conflicted and you need to water your friends. You need to work on you so that you attract people who are, that are like-minded. Yes, time with your friends are good, but time with your friends can also be bad if it's not the right friends, right? It's not only important to choose for you, but it's important to choose for, again, your well-being, right? So again, it's about really moving on from this separation and moving forward, right? But not moving forward because of the influence of others. Does that make sense? You need to move forward because it's your decision, right? You don't need people telling you, oh, leave that person. You deserve better. You need to make that decision for yourself. You need to tell yourself that you deserve better. Does that make sense? So that's what this is, okay? This is how, again, if you're going out, you're trying to get happy and have fun and get drunk and whatever, and you're going back home and you're still depressed, this is why. Spirit's saying you need to water it, okay? Also, too, when it comes to you moving on, same thing. I feel like you're asking others to help you move on, right? It's like you need somebody to confirm for you, but yet when they confirm for you, you still don't hear it because you're still conflicted on how to move forward. Again, this goes back to unconditionally loving yourself and not really doing it right, okay? Spirit, why is the 10 of Pentacles here in reverse? Thank you. Wow. Two conflicting energies. We have the palm tree, being stable, right? Stability, being conflicted, stable. Yeah, of course. Because again, if you're not right in your mindset, if you're not balanced within your logic and emotions, again, you're not going to manifest in the 3D world. And if you do manifest, it's not going to manifest right because again, you're not right when it comes to the way you're thinking and speaking and feeling, right? I also feel like you're really conflicted again on this pain, on this separation. And because you're focused on this separation and feeling deceived and feeling stabbed in the back, right? It also distracts you from manifesting in the real world. And again, this goes back to not unconditionally loving yourself, self-love, okay? Not 50-50 giving to yourself here, Capricorn, okay? So with that being said, obviously, Spirit wants you to work on this. Spirit wants you to focus on loving yourself, balancing out your logic and emotions, making wiser decisions when it comes to your love in your life, okay? Yes, worry about the people around you, but worry about yourself just as much, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to the final question for this intro, and then we'll step into love, okay? We're almost about halfway through, so we'll have about 45 minutes left of this reading. Obviously, I want to look at what is it that you need to let go of, okay? What is it that you need to let go of? And remember, this goes back to, the whole thing about what you need to grow. So this all has to do with, again, this person walking away from you and kind of creating a domino effect, right? So once this person creates this separation, it has you thinking about things. That's what actually leads to all this, right? The things that you need to grow and the things that you need to know, and of course, what you need to let go of, okay? I hope that makes sense. All right, so let's cleanse the deck a few times here. And then we'll get into this final question for the intro. And then again, like I said, we'll step into love. All right, Spirit, show me what I need to see when it comes to what is it that my Capricorns need to let go of? Sorry, my twin girls had their friend Denia from next door stay the night. She always stays the night here. Anytime she can, anytime her mama lets her. But anyways, they're loud, they're girls. It is what it is. You might hear some screams every now and then. No telling what. All right, Spirit, what do we have? Let's go ahead and focus on my Capricorns. What is it they need to let go of, Spirit? What do they need to let go of here? Show me to see and show my Capricorns what they need to say. There's that 7 of Gems. Okay, achieving things. I feel like, you know, you're just kind of stuck in the problems and fears right now. And I think that's because you're thinking about it so much, honestly, Capricorn, and it's okay, right? Again, your perspective, you're focused on others. You're focused out, not in. Again, it's needed though. Like you have to understand that this reading is not made to say you're right or wrong for where you're at. It's just to show you a different perspective on it, right? Because again, your perspective right now is focused out, not inward. So I'm trying to show you a different perspective so that you can focus inward and not outward, so that you can stop being conflicted when it comes to the things that you're actually losing and what it is that you actually want. I feel like this energy, the 7s, is all about losing to find out what we want, right? It's about doing the shadow work and having that deep spiritual understanding, right? So it's fully understanding the path to self and understanding how universe works and how to manifest and how to create a positive mindset, a positive, healthy body within as well as without, right? So it becomes a positive life without as well. You know, and I feel like right now what's happening is you're really focused on the loss more than you're focusing on what it is that you want because of this loss, right? It's again, just really trying to go back and learn from your lessons, okay? Spirit, let's get one more card. And then obviously you're focused out, right? The Oracle of Clouds is about your perspective. You're just not focusing on the right way. We also have the 8 of Gems in reverse, your hard work, right? Feeling like you're not getting, right? 2 of Clouds, indecision on the bottom of the deck. Again, right? This goes back to the way you're thinking, right? Because again, we already know, Capricorn, you're thinking too much, okay? You're in your masculine energy, okay? I don't care if you're male, female, what your sex is, what your sexual preference is. I'm telling you, okay? You're more in your ego. You're more in your logic. And so because of this, you're having issues when it comes to your manifestation, right? Because again, what you think becomes what you speak, becomes what you do, right? And so what you do is conflicted and not working out because again, you're not focused where you need to within your mindset. You're focused out in your mind instead of focused in on you, okay? Again, being indecisive, not making a decision, okay? Being blindfolded, but not in a good way, okay? Being blindfolded because you choose to close your eyes and not really see the world for what it is. And also you don't go within properly, right? It's an energy of just being indecisive, not knowing, not making a decision, not taking action yourself, okay? 3 of Cups. Community, third party, karmic, love, right? Family, 10 of Cups, fulfillment. Look, I'm telling you, you have the emotions right behind you, okay? What you want emotionally, right? Your 10 of Cups, what it is that you're wanting long-term, in-game, eternally, forever, lies when you make a decision, okay? Literally, you are indecisive. And once you make this decision, it's here. It's here. I'm telling you, okay? Not only in, you know, your personal life, but the friends and family as well with the 3 of Cups, right? Your community, the people around you, right? Again, because birds of a feather flock together with this energy, right? Once you're positive within, once you make the decision for yourself, that's when you get your 10 of Cups. This is when you get your fulfillment because you finally make a decision. You're being indecisive, okay? Bottom line, you're being indecisive here. So obviously, what is it you need to let go of? The conflictions, right? Where you're focused. And of course, the things you're working hard on that are failing. Because again, this doesn't fucking matter, right? This doesn't matter when you've got this wrong. Does that make sense? Because what you think becomes what you speak, becomes what you take into the 3D world, okay? So it's understanding that. You're focused on why everything's failing in the 3D world because of the way you're thinking, because of where you're focused. Spirit, why is the 7 of Gems here? There's that, you know what, I didn't shuffle these, right? Yeah, no, I didn't shuffle these. Sorry, you guys, I apologize. I start talking and then I get off subject, you know, I get off, not subject, but I go off on a tangent, okay? I got to learn how to stop that. Spirit, let's focus on this energy. What is it they need to let go of? Show my Capricorns what they need to let go of. I'm still trying to figure out why this karmic energy is here. I still haven't fully understood this karmic energy. Yes, I get it. Like maybe because of this, maybe, you know, you are drinking too much, right, on the negative end. Or again, I don't know, maybe you're looking for somebody to fix it. We'll see what's going on. Spirit, why is the 7 of Gems here in conflicting energy? Okay. Again, yeah, I feel like you're clear, right? I feel like you do know emotionally what you want. I feel like you do want to get back out there and you do want to experience and you do want to find love. But obviously you have the palm tree. You don't have the stability you need. Again, this is because you're unbalanced between your logic and your emotions. Straight up, I'm telling you, you're not stable for yourself. You're not going to get stability. That's just how it works. Okay. So you're conflicted, in spirit saying you need to release this. Okay. You need to get rid of this energy of needing clarity and needing to get back out there, right? Because that's not what the focus should be. It shouldn't be about somebody else making you happy. This is where you're focused out. Okay. Spirit saying, look, you can sit there and have the clarity and the closure all you want. But either when you have the closure, you're going to start with this person again, and you're still going to be focused outward, and you're still going to have the instability, because again, the instability is within you, not anybody else. So it goes back to, even if you decide to date someone else, right? Someone completely new, same thing. It's going to fail because you're not stable for yourself. Does that make sense? You're conflicted. So what happens is you're actually conflicted on what it is that you're going to get, right? Again, I think you get what I'm saying, right? Capricorn, so Spirit saying you need to release this, okay? Why is the Oracle of Clouds here? The perspective. Thank you. Lightning, something changes very fast, conflicting energy, the dragonfly, finding something out in the reverse, something that was sabotaged that is no longer sabotaged, something that was worked on and then was no longer worked on. I feel like, honestly, what's happening here is you're really focused on this person. You feel like at some point they sabotage things, right? And I feel like you worked really hard on this. And I feel like this is what you're focused on. You're focused on how hard you worked on this and how this person just kind of walked away and pulled from this. So it's this energy of you wanting this person to come back and work on it. You're wanting this person to come back, but you don't have it. And I feel like something, again, you're wanting something to happen fast. You're wanting this person to come to you. You're wanting some type of surprise, sudden change with this person. But you're conflicted on actually, I feel like if you found out, like, for example, if you found out this person wasn't your twin flame, I don't think you'd still release that. Does that make sense? I feel like if, a reader told you the truth or even a false lie, right? Because I don't know what's true and false, but because I'm not doing a personal reading. But what I'm saying is, like, say, someone told you that this person wasn't your twin flame or wasn't your person and they were a karmic partner, right? And in your heart and in your mind for so long, you thought about it. You're like, no, this is my partner, right? They're just not coming to me. No, you're wrong, tarot reader, right? It's that kind of energy. It's being conflicted and not actually changing your perspective, how you're looking at it, how you're thinking about it, okay? Spirit saying you need to release that. You need to release I feel like you're wanting things to just change out of nowhere and this person to come back to you and to work on the things that they're not working on right now, right? To change and adapt. Again, I feel like you want this person to come to you. You want this person to no longer be conflicted. You want this person to change and just have an awakening that they love you and they're coming to you and coming to fix things that they broke. This is where you're focused on, okay? Spirit saying release it. Spirit, why is the 8 of Gems here? I feel like another card flipped. Okay, no. So far we have the Golden Mirror in reverse. So again, yeah, releasing things that, again, I feel like you thought just because this person was no longer in your life, or maybe you're in a karmic relationship, releasing this person from your life. Again, different strokes for different folks. Whatever this is, it's like you thought by just releasing this person or by this person just no longer being in your life, or when this person chose to no longer be in your life, you thought that they were being one-sided, and so that even if you worked hard, things would come to you. Well, no, because there's still instability within you, okay? Again, the separation, sadness, missing you, thinking of you, yearning for you, unsure of the future. I feel like you're wanting this person to miss you so much that it creates uncertainty within your future. You're not manifesting. You're not really putting in the hard work. It's like you're putting the hard work in the 3D world, but you're not putting the hard work in within your way you're thinking and the way you're feeling with your emotions, between your masculine and feminine energy. Does that make sense, collective? Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Spirit saying you need to let go of this. You need to let go of the things that didn't work out. You need to let go of the separation. You need to let go of this person being the cause and being stupid and making the wrong decisions. You need to release that. You need to release this idea that this person could come back to you and come and fix things and just have an epiphany and all of a sudden they love you. You need to get rid of that. You need to get rid of, again, thinking that the answer is having clarity and moving on to someone else, right? No, because you still don't have the stability, okay? Make sense? You need to balance out your logic and your emotions here, Capricorn, all right? So that you can properly manifest like you're meant to do, okay? Like the hard worker that you are, okay? Again, I'm not saying that you're not working hard. I'm saying that the things you're working hard on aren't working out because you're not working hard on your mind and your heart. Make sense? All right. That's why you're indecisive. That's why things aren't making sense to you. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and step into love. I'm going to be using, let's see, the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot for this part. And I'll still be clarifying with the Island Time Wellness, okay? All right. So in this part, Capricorn, we're tapping into, obviously, what is it that you want in love? What does your person want in love? And we're also going to be, what is it that you're learning from love? And what is it that your person's learning from love? Again, we'll finish the last question, what holds you back and what holds your person back from love in the extended, okay? So let's go ahead and focus on, obviously, where you guys are at in love, what you're learning, and what, of course, you want. All right, splitting the deck for the first time. We do have, interesting, very interesting. The 4 of Swords is all about you organizing your thoughts, Capricorn. Taking the time to actually organize your thoughts and take care of one thing at a time. Don't try to work on all of them at one time. I feel like you've got a lot of shit in your head and you just keep thinking about this shit over and over in your head. And you keep thinking like, how am I going to take care of this? How am I going to do all this shit, right? It's an energy of spirit saying you need to focus on one thing at a time here when it comes to the way you're thinking, and good karma is here. Good karma will happen. Both these cards in the upright, this is good energy because this is not bad energy. I feel like it's just about you working hard, right? Actually making adjustments when it comes to your logic and your emotions. And you've already pulled yourself out of your emotions, right? You were so emotional before and now you're not. Like, that's vast improvement. Like, so now that you've done that, the balancing out your logic and emotions will be easy because now you know what it is to be in your masculine and now you know what it is to be in your emotions. Splitting the deck for the second time, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Again, Earth energy. This is why you're not manifesting, because your feminine energy is unbalanced, okay? Again, good fortune's going to come from this though, okay? Positive energy will come from this. Positive learning lessons, positive, again, boundaries, whatever needs to be had. Look, there you go. The 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment emotionally. Good karma's coming. Look, I'm telling you, right? It's like once you focus on this love for yourself and you focus on what it is that you want, that's when you'll start to see the opportunities around you instead of searching for them. Does that make sense? You make the opportunities. The opportunities don't come to you. Okay, it's up to you whether you're going to choose to be blind and not see the opportunities or whether you're going to be stuck in the tangible world and not see what's going on, right? It's really about that inner knowing, but more importantly, that higher knowing so that you can actually understand how to work in this universe, all right? So let's go ahead and tap into this energy and let's see where you guys are at. So obviously we're starting with what is it that you want in love and what is it that your person wants in love. Spirit, let's get one card for Capricorn. What do they want in love? What do my Capricorns want in love? Okay, that went flying. That is the 9 of Swords in reverse. You no longer want to be anxious about this connection. You no longer want to, have those sleepless nights. You no longer want to be confused. You no longer want to be in your head. Straight up. I feel like, again, you acknowledge the fact that you're in your head and you know that you're actually keeping yourself like from moving forward. You know this. You're stopping yourself. This is self-restraints. It's wanting to release the self-restraints when it comes to love. So again, I feel like all you want in love is someone who is not going to have you feeling this way. Does that make sense? I feel like this person makes you feel like so much in your head that you no longer want to be in your head. So when it comes to love, you want someone that's not going to put you in your head. Okay. Think about that. You want someone who's not going to put you in your head, who is not going to make you feel like you're not good enough or like, and not that those are a bad thing, but just think about it. Like, that's what you want in love. You want what someone else has made you feel. You want what you allow someone else to make you feel when it comes to love. Very interesting, Capricorn, right? And again, this goes back to because you can't get out of it's like you can't figure it out for yourself. You're so unbalanced within yourself that when it comes to love, you just want someone that's not going to make you feel like this because you're tired of feeling like this. You're tired of being trapped. You're tired of being in that mind state of feeling this agony within. And again, it's not feeling it emotionally. It's thinking about it, right? Thinking about the pain, thinking about the separation, and really just wanting something that's not this. I feel like you don't want the separation anymore. I feel like you don't want this disunion anymore. Does that make sense? Spirit, get one card for their person, please. What do they want in love? To no longer be saddened. I feel like your person still sees opportunities. I feel like there's still opportunities around your person when it comes to love, but they're also hurt. And so what do they want in love? They want to be saddened. They're sad. Look, both of you guys are both in stages of your life where you haven't focused on yourself very much. I feel like you guys have focused on what others have done to you and how others have made you feel. Both of you guys are in swords energy, okay? You're a lot further along within this cycle, obviously, because this one's probably the one that created this cycle beginning for you. But I feel like both of you guys want exactly what it is that you're feeling. Like you want opposite of what you're feeling. Does that make sense? I feel like your person is not very happy right now. I feel like they are in a karmic relationship. I feel like if they're not in a karmic relationship, they're just going through a learning lesson, okay? I feel like there's a lot of emotions here, but it's the way they're thinking about their emotions, right? They're really just feeling the loss of something. They're feeling the sadness of the choices they've made emotionally. And so they're just wanting, when it comes to love, to no longer feel this, to have opportunities within love because they're tired of feeling like this. And I feel like that's the same with you. I feel like, again, because this person's hurt you so much, you definitely just know you no longer want to be in your head with this person. You want to be able to just get over this and then move forward already because you don't like feeling like this. And it's a part of an energy too of just wanting this to be over, no longer feeling, again, you just want completion. I mean, your end game, obviously, when it comes to love, you want contentness, you want success, you want prosperity. You want to be able to be happy in the moment, and you're not, right? And same thing with your person. So let's clarify. Bottom of the deck. Grounding energy, somebody walking away, not expressing how they feel. Okay. So I do feel like this person does walk away from you. I do feel like they deceived you. They lied to you, right? I feel like possibly they cheated on you. Maybe not. Maybe they just left you for someone else, but they didn't tell you how they truly feel, okay? And this is grounding the energy, so this is confirmation for me. But the point is that it doesn't matter. That what this person hasn't told you doesn't matter, okay? Because it shouldn't take what this person tells you to make you feel good. It shouldn't take this person being consistent and stable in your life to make you stable and consistent. This is where the instability is, okay? So let's clarify here and find out what's going on. Break it down a little bit more. All right, Capricorn. Give this deck a few shuffles, and then we'll tap right into this energy, and then we'll move on to the next question. What is that you guys need to learn from love, okay? Or what did you learn from love, or what are you learning from love? All right, Spirit, let's get into this. Let's find out why the Nine of Swords is here for my Capricorns. Thank you. Again, because you're not unconditionally loving yourself. Okay, this is just confirming. This is probably going to go by pretty quickly because Spirit's really just confirming everything. But look, you guys are mirroring each other. Straight up. And what this is that both of you guys are focused out instead of in. Okay, both of you guys are focused on the decisions made or the decisions that were made. All right. Spirit, why is the Three of Cups, Three of Swords here? Of course. Yep. Yeah. Damn, Capricorn. So clearly you're codependent on this person. They're conflicted by you. They're conflicted about you. Okay. They obviously know that they abandoned you and they created conflictions, but they also know you were codependent on them. And so this conflicts them, period, when it comes to this pain they're feeling. And they definitely know that they pulled away from a commitment with you. They also no longer want to have this heartache or this pain. They no longer want you to feel this heartache or this pain. So it's very interesting. What they want in love is actually you here, okay, is what I'm feeling. But again, we'll find out more in the extended, but let's go ahead and take a look at real quickly what is it you guys are learning, okay? So clearly this person, you know, again, I can't confirm that for every single one of you guys, but I do feel like this energy is definitely having regrets for their actions. And I do feel like they're focused on you here, okay? And same thing with you. I feel like you're focused on the ending and you're in your head so much. Both of you guys are focused on one another, or maybe this person is focused on someone else too. Maybe they're in a karmic relationship and this person's being codependent or releasing codependency. And so maybe they're dealing with something in their karmic situation. I do feel like they've hidden some things from you. I do feel like they do have feelings deeper than what you feel, or not even necessarily what you feel, but what they're, you know, acting like they feel here or showing that they feel. But again, those things don't matter, okay? They really don't, because at the end of the day, what matters is that you're stable for yourself, all right? So let's get into the next question and the final question for this, and then we will get into the manifestation, and we'll look at, obviously, your opportunities and how to recognize them and everything, okay? So now I just want to focus on what is it that you learn from love, and obviously Capricorn, what is it that your person learned from love? Okay, like I said, in the extended, we'll look at how your person's feeling for you, of course, you know, what they want to hide, what they want to express, any, you know, any messages that need to come out, and of course, where they're at, where they're headed. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on here, Spirit. Final time. Well, okay, we had some cards flip already. Let's see. Queen of Cups, the Empress. Wow. And the Five of Wands. So I do feel like obviously there's competition right now between someone who they know is their counterpart and this unconditional love. Okay. I don't feel like this is another person. I don't feel like this is the karmic. I feel like what this is that this is the balance of the feminine, right? It's like, I'm going to talk about this on a level with you, Capricorn, and then I'll refer to your person as well. Remember, we were talking about the feminine energy with you, right? I feel like your feminine energy with this person in the very beginning, you were very emotional. And I feel like you're more in your thoughts now. So definitely there's competition between your feminine energy and unconditional love, right? The Queen of Cups is all about being intuitive, trusting in God, trusting in your intuition, being, you know, very nurturing and unconditional. Basically, this is unconditional love. This is very similar to the Ace of Cups, right? It's again, yes, this is normally a person in your life, but I feel like this is you. I feel like this is a battle between yourself. I feel like this is also a battle between your partner as well. I feel like, you know, there's the confliction between the Queen of Cups and the Empress, the unconditional love and the counterpart. It's like, what do I do? Do I focus on myself or my person? Myself or my person? What do I do? Right? It's a battle within your head. It's a battle and confliction. I feel like this applies to your person as well. And look, bottom of the deck, Nine of Cups in reverse. And this is why you guys don't have wish fulfillment. Straight up. Dude, I mean, I don't know how much clear Spirit can get here. That's straight up honest truth right there. The reason you don't have what it is that you want emotionally is because you're battling unconditional love in your counterpart. Straight up. Okay. So yeah, interesting. Very interesting. All right, Spirit, what is it that my Capricorn needs to learn from love? One card, please. One card. What do they need to learn from love? Very interesting. Wow. Again, let go of your failures. I feel like you're going to have to learn from your failures, but that's what it's going to be. You're going to have to learn from those failures and release. I feel like you only acknowledge your failures. You don't acknowledge your accomplishments. So this is what you're going to have to learn. You're going to have to learn how to, you know, acknowledge your failures to the point where you start to get tired of it and acknowledge your accomplishments. You know what I mean? Again, so it's really going against universe. It's going against the way the universe works, right? You're going against how the things are supposed to be or how things are. And so again, you're really acknowledging the failures, the failure of the connections, the failures of the things you've done and the manifestation of the world and so forth, okay? So obviously you're going to learn through this. Spirit, what is it that Capricorn's person is learning from love? What is it they're going to learn from love? Conflicting energy. Wow. Greed. So I feel like, interesting enough, your person's going to really learn through the battles. Like, I feel like your person has been greedy. Okay. And I feel like they were given the power to manifest in this world. So in other words, things just work out for them. They're really blessed. Let's say they go in and apply for a job, they're going to get the job, right? People flock to them emotionally, physically, right? So it's an energy of, because they were given this raw energy from God to just really be able to create and manifest things, it's a power that can't be reckoned with. But unfortunately, they can use that power for wrong. And so I feel like sometimes they have used their power for wrong, right? Maybe this came to you and the relationship with you, and they took advantage of how you really felt. And again, with the bottom of the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck, again, this is exactly what it is. They walked away from you. They left you out in the cold. You were focused on them. You still have opportunities in front of you though, okay, Capricorn? It's important to understand no matter what, you still have the emotions that you need in these cups that you have by yourself, not even focused on the person that's walked away. This is about you and really trusting God and trusting that God has you and that you have this unconditional love within. You don't need somebody else to make you stable. That's what this energy is, okay? But again, it's an energy of your person being conflicted, right? They're having to learn from these conflictions, from being greedy, using their power for wrong, and for also manifesting and creating things on the positive end too. They're going to have to learn, right? So I feel like a lot of things have been created and destroyed so that your person can understand that, hey, look, yes, you have this power to manifest, and yes, you can use your power for wrong. And I feel like they were greedy, right? And so I feel like this conflicts them. And I feel like this is where they're going to be learning, okay? So let's clarify, and then we'll step into the final part of this. Again, we'll be done in about 15, 20 minutes, okay? All right. So again, okay, what happened here? Sorry, I put them back in the deck wrong. I apologize, you guys. All right, again, let's clarify here and tap into this a little bit deeper here. Sorry, dropping everything. So 2 cards already came out just when I was shuffling. Lightning and healthy choices fast. So I do feel like, obviously, you know, I'm putting these back in the deck. They just came out, but, you know, something's happening here. And I feel like regardless, there's a transformation. I feel like if you don't do something, God comes in and creates some type of distraction so that, you know, the healthier choices are made here, okay? Spirit, what's going on here? Let's tap into this world energy first. Spirit, why is the world here? Thank you. Heartbreak and date. Yeah, again, I feel like because this goes back to, again, you're taking the failure and you're just going to go right into another failure because you haven't really addressed the problem and learned what you needed to learn here, Capricorn. I feel like you're heartbroken. You're sad over this person. The sad turns into you thinking about things and really overthinking about things to the point where you can't make rash decisions and you're unbalanced between masculine and feminine. And so automatically you want to fix it by finding someone new. Again, you're just looking for someone to fix you. That's all you're doing. So again, you're not accepting things. Again, you're not accepting things in the proper way. You're accepting them as a failure and not trying to see how you could have actually gained something positive from it. You're only looking at the failure of it, okay? Spirit, why is the 4 of Pentacles here for Capricorn's person? Interesting, the mirroring energy, again, lightning is coming through for your person. And of course, conflicted still when it comes to outer perspective. So again, I feel like both of you guys were made regardless so that you guys could actually do the introspection, because I feel like both of you guys are focused out on the 3D world here. More importantly, your person was greedy. I feel like your person was also focused outward. So when you became codependent on them, they were already focused outward. It wouldn't matter if you were codependent or not. All right. So it wouldn't have mattered your issues and how you felt. This person was still going to do what they did because, again, they were focused out. And I feel like both you guys here were, right? You were focused on them. They were focused on others. They're obviously conflicted though now. Something's happened, right? Again, sudden change, spirit comes through and you know, kind of tower energy destroys things. And so now they're starting to see that they were greedy with some of their actions. And so things are falling apart. So they're conflicted on how to properly, again, so they start thinking in the past, how to properly manifest. So you start looking in your past and you start going back to past memories. When you start thinking about your past, that's usually spirit trying to help you, right? Saying, hey, there was something you were supposed to learn you didn't see, right? So when you're asking yourself, why am I thinking about this person? Why am I having dreams about this person? Because there was something that you missed. There was something that you missed. And I feel like that was this is what happened here, right? They missed something and spirit comes in and just makes it happen and makes them see it for what it is, right? And so they start reminiscing and thinking about the past so that they can learn from the past so that they can fix their future, all right? So let's go ahead and step into this bottom of the deck to not enough, getting release of this not enough. So I do feel like your person, honestly, was frustrated in a relationship at some point, and now they're releasing themselves from this, okay? I feel like they're gaining confidence over what this is. So something happens, something comes in and destroys things. God comes in, destroys things, and they start to acknowledge the fact that this isn't right. I deserve better, okay? So they're releasing this lack of confidence. They're releasing any type of ego issues and self-sabotaging energy, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to the final part. The final part of this reading is going to be back on you, okay? And like I said, in the extended, we'll tap more into your person. So I want to look at, obviously, what opportunities do you need to consider, okay? Especially because I know that you're focused on this new energy to get over this person. So let's go ahead and take a look at the opportunities you need to consider, how to recognize those opportunities, and obviously how these opportunities benefit you. And then we'll tap into the habits, the new and positive. So I want to step back into the first deck that we were using, the Prism Tarot. Again, I want to take a look at what opportunities do you need to consider? How do you need to recognize them? And of course, how will they benefit you? Okay, Spirit, show me what to see when it comes to my Capricorns, please. Sorry, this deck is really stuck. All right, splitting the deck for the first time. The Hermit, seeking truth, okay, and working hard. So again, I see you really manifesting here, Capricorn, okay? I see you finally getting it and working really hard because, again, you were seeking the answers within. I feel like for a long time you weren't. I feel like maybe even possibly right around this energy that we're currently in, that's how it was, right? Again, yeah, unlearn. The Hierophant, I feel like hard work. I feel like you've been working really hard towards this commitment that was broken. And I feel like even more importantly, you're going to be working towards yourself, the commitment, the union within yourself. I feel like it's just about you really learning, right? And also teaching others. So it's an energy of you just working hard, period, but lacking the ambition right now. Maybe you're just really worn out, Capricorn. Maybe you just worked so hard that you just hit a point in your life where you're just done. You're just frustrated, right? You're ready to just give up. But look, Spirit's saying, no, you just need a rebirth. You have this ambition. You just need a rebirth, okay? So don't allow, the past to affect you like that. Learn from it and recreate your future, okay? Don't let your past destroy you. Let your past be a lesson learned so that you can create a better future. It's up to you, right? You have that choice. You really do, okay? All right, Spirit, let's go ahead and take a look at one card. What opportunities does my Capricorn need to consider? The journey. The journey. Think about the journey in the future. Think about loving yourself and respecting yourself and what that journey would look like, right? If you just focused on you instead of other people, right? I mean, first the depression would go away, the sadness would go away, the overthinking and being analytical, right? Shit, all the hard work and all that you've been working on and have it manifested. Think about the new journey. The new journey, if you were balanced, what you could create, right? That's the opportunity you need to consider. And how do they recognize this, Spirit? Okay, you got two cards for how to recognize it. Death, letting go, changing, and generosity. That equal 50-50 again. Yeah, I feel like this comes down to, again, what we were saying in the very beginning, Capricorn, right? It's about you understanding that you need to let go, learn what you were supposed to learn and move forward and focus on you, right? Not others giving you the clarity, but you getting the clarity for yourself and being stable for yourself regardless of others, right? Regardless of who it is that left you in the cold. So it's definitely understanding this equal 50-50, right? It's understanding that if you want to share with someone in the 3D world, you have to be full. You have to be understanding of this 50-50 rule. Excuse me, I apologize. So very interesting. You're going to recognize them when you let go, okay? When you actually change, when you actually transform into the new cycle, this new journey. I feel like this is when you're going to recognize. You're going to recognize that you have these opportunities. This new journey is when things are dying, right? When things aren't, again, when you feel like you can't go anywhere else, where you're just frustrated and you're not moving and you're stagnant and you're just like, dude, and you try to go out to hang out with your friends, but it's not fixing it. Again, that energy that I was feeling, right? The feeling stuck no matter what day it is, no matter how many weeks have gone by, still feeling in the same energy, no matter how much you try to go out and have a good time, no matter how much you try to drink it away or even just whatever, right? Shop it away, right? It's an energy of, again, you have to recognize that that death, the change, the transition itself is when you have opportunities. So in other words, all this time that you've been sitting there saying, damn, what the hell, right? And just being stagnant, no matter what, feeling the same energy emotionally, guess what? You've had opportunity in front of opportunity in front of opportunity to start a new journey. You chose to not change. You chose to not let go of an old cycle. You chose to hold on to the past. Okay? 6 of Gems. You can recognize this when you feel this balance, okay? I feel like you're not going to recognize these opportunities until you get balanced within yourself here, Capricorn. I feel like once you start to balance out your mind and your emotions, that's when you'll see this. It needs this 50-50. And again, as within, so without, right? So if you want to manifest this connection in the 3D world, you need to manifest the connection within, right? As within, so without, right? So it's understanding that you need to understand that you have to be balanced, right? And you also have to let go of the past to be able to recognize this new journey, to be able to recognize this self-love and this self-respect. They go hand in hand. They really do, okay? And Spirit, how will these opportunities benefit my Capricorn? You got 2 cards, no longer being indecisive, right? I feel like, honestly, as long as you acknowledge the fact that it's like, look, once you finally let go of the past, right? Once you start to really fully understand what this balance is about and how that in without attracts, right? That's when the new journey takes place, right? And so how will that benefit you? It's going to benefit you because when you're conflicted, right, on things, on endings, you'll be able to make a decision now, right? You will no longer be indecisive. So it's about you being balanced. And once you're balanced, it doesn't matter if things around you aren't. It doesn't matter if things around you are, just battle after battle, problem after problem. It doesn't matter if things change around you or not, right? because you'll still be able to make a decision, because you'll be balanced, because you'll be able to let go of things that aren't meant for you. You'll be able to respect and love yourself and just stay on your path of your journey. Okay. Very, very beautiful energy. Bottom of the deck. Where are we at? I mixed cards up here. Split the deck into twice. Okay. So we're not going to do that, right? Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Clouds, anxiety. Again, just really being anxious and sleepless nights, grounding this energy. So it's really important to understand that Spirit's trying to tell you, look, if you want to get out of this mind state, if you want to stop being anxious and thinking the way that you're thinking, you need to understand that you need to be balanced. You need to let go so that you can start this new journey, so that, you know, no matter what, you're not indecisive anymore. No matter what happens around you, you'll be all right to make decisions. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at two cards here. Let's take a look at the negative and positive for your habits on the daily. Spirit, let's get a card for the negative and one for the positive when it comes to the habits on the daily of my Capricorns, please. One more card, Spirit. Okay, you got two. Interesting, very interesting. So negative energy, right, for your daily habits is the things, it's like the Novus of Cups, the Novus of Raindrops is almost that energy of people being, you know, playful, not really knowing where they're at, right? If they're really actually a light person and just being, you know, humorous and having a good time, or if they're actually being rude with their words, right? It's an energy of no matter their energy, no matter where they're at, if they're going to be playing with your emotions or if they're not, it doesn't matter, right? I feel like honestly what's happened here is I feel like on the negative end, these people, right, or the outer influence around you creates this energy of you not knowing if someone's going to play with you or not. Like, and I mean play with you emotionally, okay, hurt you or not. So again, by these things happening to you subconsciously on the negative, you create this conflicting energy on what it is that you're going to do. Because again, this goes back to like that kind of adventure energy, right? I feel like because these people around you have played with your emotions, that you are now playing with your emotions. And that's basically what this energy is. And it conflicts you. It conflicts you emotionally, right? It makes you stay in your logic because you don't want to address these emotions, because these emotions, people play with them. So you don't want to risk those emotions being played with. So you don't, it's like you cover these emotions up. Okay. And so on the positive end, you're conflicted. Okay. On the positive end, you're even, and so it's like, it's not necessarily that you're negative or positive. It's just very conflicted when it comes to your habits on the daily. So this is why you're conflicted when it comes to the things you need. This is why you're conflicted on who it is that you work with and how you're working. So it doesn't matter what job it is, what the situation is, if it's people, places, or things. The point is that you're conflicted with others, right? You're conflicted with your circles around you. You're conflicted with your work, with your family, with everything around you, with what it is that you need around you in the 3D world. Because again, this goes back to what you've been through and being indecisive and not making decisions and allowing this energy of people playing with your emotions to really create these habits on the daily, okay? So bottom of the deck, we do have the Two of Cups in reverse. I'm sorry, the Intuition, the High Priestess in reverse, right? Not trusting your intuition, not trusting your capability of knowing. Again, really going against your inner self and your higher knowledge, and allowing the 3D world to doubt you and make you off your rocker, okay? Straight up. So let's start clarifying and then we'll be done with this reading. You probably have about 5 more minutes left, Capricorn. Sorry for the long ass reading, all right? All right, Spirit, what's going on for my Capricorns here? Let's see. Let's start clarifying here. All right, Spirit, why is this journey here? Show me what I need to see for the Three of Wands, please. The Three of Lightning. Okay, that fell on the ground. In the upright, we have the Phoenix, transformation. Yeah. Again, it's about you really fully understanding that you need to change the way you're thinking. Just understand that it's all about the growth, the transformation, the renewal. And again, this goes back to rekindling, right? Reconciliation with someone, right? Reconciliation with your masculine and feminine, not only within on the outside world as well. So it's almost like, you know, Spirit's trying to tell you that, look, once you let go, right, and you fully understand this balance that's required within you, Capricorn, that's when you'll attract this balance that you want. This is when you'll have that new journey with new love, right? You'll have a different way of thinking. Therefore, you attract a different type of people and a different way of people thinking. Does that make sense? Spirit, why is this let go here? What do they need to let go of? Show them what they need to let go of. Feeling not enough, feeling frustrated in the relationship, right? Lack of confidence. So now here it is for you. I feel like you need to let go of anything that doesn't make you feel confident. Conflicting energy again. Moving on, that energy of moving on from one person to another, right? Or thinking that someone else can fix you. Spirit's saying you need to let go of that energy because it's making you feel a lack of, okay? Spirit, why is the Six of Cups, the Six of Pentacles here, Spirit? Why is the Six of Pentacles? Thank you. Keys on a ring, options, this breakup, and then also to the coffin. Yeah, very interesting. So again, it's about understanding that you have to balance yourself out, and you have to give to yourself as much as you give the energy to others, because Spirit wants you to know that no matter what, endings always bring new beginnings, okay? It's all about that change. Again, you have 2 cards on change, transforming, right? Really growing and having that liberation, right? Feeling the liberation of these things, feeling the liberation of this balance, and the new journeys to come is going to be so amazing. It's about no longer being an option. It's no longer, someone stringing you along or creating a one-night stand issue, right? Because you're not going to allow it, because you have balance within you. So you won't attract these things, right? So you're going to release yourself from this separation. You're going to release yourself from these patterns, right? You're going to release yourself from people who fleet, right? Who abandon, who ghost and do not communicate, okay? So it's really about freeing yourself and really understanding that the only way to really recognize these energies is by doing this, okay? You have to recognize when people pull away from you, okay? When things end, when you're treated like an option, it's because you're not balanced, okay? So once you balance that out, that's when you'll be able to release yourself from the separation, feeling like an option, losing that confidence. Do you get what I'm saying? And you'll no longer be focused on the endings, and you'll start focusing on the new beginning, the new journey here, all right? Spirit, what is the 10 of clouds for and the 2 of clouds in reverse for? Mask. Again, because again, regardless if this person's holding back how they feel or not, which I agree, I know they are here, but regardless if they are or not, again, it doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter. This is what it's saying, right? It doesn't matter if they're ending things and holding things back or not. It doesn't matter if they tell you or not. The point is that you would still need to make a decision for yourself. So again, knowing that it's going to benefit you in positive ways. It's going to make it to where when, again, people are hiding things from you, when they're not being truthful, right? When you don't know if they're going to end things with you, or you can't really tell because there's something you're not understanding, there's something you don't have an answer to, you're going to make a decision real quick to cut it out, right? Whether it's this person or not. Does that make sense? Spirit, why is the 2 of clouds here? Yeah, again, it's being decisive when it comes to this separation, when it comes to this pulling apart. I feel like you do feel this person, obviously, Capricorn, on an energetic level. Like you feel like strong for this person. Like you feel this is a twin flame. You feel this is a soulmate. You feel this is your person. But it's important to understand that you have been indecisive when it comes to this person, because this person has held back things. So what Spirit's trying to teach you from this, right? So that you can actually fully benefit from this cycle, is to understand that regardless of where this person is at, you are still unbalanced. So once you're balanced, you'll be able to make wiser decisions when it comes to people who are confused and hold things back, okay? So on the negative end, the novice of raindrops, the playing with your emotions, why is it conflicting you on the negative end? And why is this a habit, Spirit? Why is this a habit on the negative end? Self-indulgence. Focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation, okay? So I feel like on the negative end, the negative habits is that because you're afraid to be adventurous emotionally, because you've been hurt emotionally, right? You don't even want to tap into your emotions. You're like, no, it took me so long to get over my emotions. I'm not tapping back into those motherfuckers. I'm fine in my head, right? It's this energy of Spirit saying, no, look, though, you need to face your fears. You need to tap back into those emotions, because those emotions are what actually is stopping you from making a decision, okay? You need to do the shadow work. So on the positive end, we have the 5 of gems, the things you need conflicting you on the positive end, which didn't really feel too positive, but, oh, okay, this makes sense now. So I feel like what this is on the positive end, all the conflictions on, what you've lost to kind of figure out what it is that you want, kind of creates this energy of, yes, being conflicted on when it comes to what you're fighting for. But that's actually good, because again, you're trying to figure out how to get it right. So you're having that truth, you're having that clarity. So it's this energy of, though, even in the positive, no matter the battles, right, you're still going to fight for it. You're still going to try to have the answers. So it's an energy of the positive aspects of this, right? The positive habits that you've actually gained from this is that during these conflicted times, you're still going to be clear. Okay. During confliction, during things of, again, people being conflicted when it comes to you, if you're actually needed. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like when it comes down to things, like on the daily, if there's something you need and you're conflicted by it, it's like you won't really be conflicted by it anymore. You'll understand it. You'll be like, oh, okay, that means if I'm having conflictions, there's opportunities. Where the fuck are they? Let me find these bitches, right? It's an energy of being clear. It's saying, okay, you know what? Even though I'm conflicted and nothing's really going on, I know that this confliction means something. I know this confliction means that there's some form of truth here. There's something here I'm not seeing, and I know I'm going to see it, right? And what is that? Something you need, someone who likes you. I feel like, honestly, these conflictions are going to lead you to what it is that you want. I feel like these issues, once you figure them out, once you figure out how to balance this out, I feel like, honestly, on the positive end, again, things that conflicted you, you'll have victory with. I really feel like once you walk away here, you're going to, yes, be conflicted on what it is that you need, or maybe you are conflicted on the daily on what it is that you need. But you will have revelation. You will have truth here, okay? And you will have the romance that you want. You will have that fun. You will be able to date. I promise you, it's not like your dating life is over, okay? It's just that on the positive end, you will get these things because of it. Spirit, what's the Three of Gems here for? What is this collaboration? Conflicting energy, not today. Interesting. I feel like you're still learning. Honestly, that's what this is. That's why both of these energies were conflicted. Yeah, because you're still focused on the third party, even with me telling you this. Again, you have to learn this on your own. Like, I can sit here and tell you and give you guidance, but if you're denying this and this isn't you, then maybe you're just not a state in your, in your life where you can accept criticism. And it's hard to do. Let me tell you, man, it's very hard to do. So I'm not knocking you for it. Trust me, it's hard. But I feel like because of this, it's like, you're denying, right? You're denying things for yourself, right? By, again, focusing on the third party and focusing on things happening against you. And so there's an energy of spirit, honestly, just really conflicted when it comes to your negative and positive habits, because right now everything is conflicted because you're learning something, okay? So I do feel like once you kind of get a hold of this, you're going to see that you're going to find out what it is that you need, and you'll be very clear here what it is that you need. I feel like, too, when it comes to what you're working with and who you're working with, right? I feel like, again, if this karmic relationship, right, that your person is in conflicted you, I feel like, again, you'll be able to release yourself from that, and you'll be able to work with what you have, right? Work with what was dealt, what cards were dealt. So right now it's just an energy of kind of denying it, and maybe not necessarily denying it, but just, spirit's almost denying your habits right now, because right now, you're going through it. So you haven't really picked up the habits yet from it. The only habits I'm really feeling is you being conflicted when it comes to your own emotions. And again, afraid to tap into your emotions and afraid to face those shadows. So that kind of explains why it's conflicted. And again, because, it's an energy of you needing to release yourself from any type of toxic, karmic, energy. I feel like, too, you're kind of afraid to deal with it. It's like you're afraid to make that decision, because it's almost like you don't want to get over this person. You don't want this to end. You don't want to let go of this person just quite yet. But it's important that you do, because all you're doing is creating more problems for yourself. Okay. So collective, that's all I have for you guys. Look, bottom of the deck, step in the back, grounding this energy. Again, this person hurting you, stabbing you in the back. Okay. So in the extended, like I said, we'll tap more into your person, obviously how they're feeling, where they're at, on that 3D and 5D level. All right. We'll also finish that last question off of what's holding you guys back from love. We'll look at the possible outcome and everything over there. Okay. So again, you guys, 2 options for buying the extended. Again, individually, $5, FireStarPassion@gmail. Send me an email and I'll send you the information on how to purchase. If you want the monthly subscription, Patreon link is down below. Don't forget to let me know in the comments, you guys, how this video resonates for you guys. I know I'm not going to get as many views on the self readings, which it is what it is. It sucks that, my readings where, it's telling you how someone else feels for you, gets more views, but it is what it is. That's just what you guys enjoy. And I get it. I understand it. But just understand that these readings for you are good. They really are. I know they don't tell you what you want to hear. I know it doesn't tell you that this person's coming back into your life and they're coming to sweep you off your feet. But I promise you, at some point, if you're not healing from things You know, if for example, if you're watching a tarot reader and you've been watching a tarot reader for 6 months, 7 months, and you feel addicted to their videos instead of actually doing something in your own life, you have to question if it's actually doing you good, right? In other words, you guys, I hope that if you're here on my channel, that you're more interested in the path to self than you are, you know, someone else. But again, it is what it is. I can't, you know, control you guys. I can only be here to help you guys. You know, my goal is to have you dependent on yourself and no one else. Okay. I was there for a long time. I've been through a lot of relationships to be able to even give you guys, you know, an understanding kind of, standpoint, because I've been here. I've been through it. I've had to be stable for myself and gain everything on my own and take care of myself and not depend on people, right? Because the people I depended on over and over again hurt me. Well, no, it's not that they hurt me. I allowed them to because I didn't depend on myself. I wasn't stable for myself. Okay. I know I was all over the place with that. Hopefully that makes sense, you guys. If you are more interested in learning on, you know, when it comes to the path of self, definitely email me. We'll do a personal reading. We'll dive deep on your path. All right. But I also do readings on others too. So if you want to find out about someone else, I can do it. Right. It is what it is. I do twin flame journey readings because it's understanding those paths. Okay. So with that being said, Capricorn, I'm going to hop off of here. I will be uploading over, I'll be uploading 4 videos over the weekend, actually 8 videos over the weekend, you guys. I have been recording these videos and I have them just recorded, but I need to get them all out, you guys. So I'll probably be all uploading them over, you know, all over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, you guys. So with that being said, you guys, I love you. Stay blessed, blessed be, and I will see you guys next week. Next week, we're going to tap into your person and we're going to tap into their chakras. We'll be looking at what actions they're going to be taking. What is it they're holding back? You know, how do they see you? How do they perceive you? Okay. So again, this week was you. Next week will be your person, and we'll keep doing that. Okay, you guys. So with that being said, Capricorn, again, let me know in the comments down below how it resonates for you guys. I love you. Stay blessed, blessed be, and I will see you guys next week. All right. Bye.